guys, it's Dan Latto from daniellatto.co.uk. So I noticed the Apprentice is coming back. We just released all the candidates, released them from captivity, I think. And the Apprentice was always interesting. We live in Spain now, obviously, so we don't get really to see it at all. But when we did see it, I just can't help but shout at the screen, at the TV screen, because it's just crazy, some of the stuff. It's not even realistic in any shape or form. And if you think that that's what running a business is like, then you're just really mistaken. It's totally not. So, I mean, obviously it's competitive because you've got two teams, but then there's actually competitiveness inside each team because each one's trying to make the other one look bad, and so on throughout the team. So, you know, if a team leader's got a particular idea and someone doesn't support it, then they won't try and make it work, they'll let it fail. Well, that's not business, is it? Business is about collaboration, not competition. And if you're not working to collaborate with people in your team, both in business, in your work business, plus with your suppliers, and your business is ultimately going to fail, because it's about collaboration, not competition. So in NLP we've got this thing called the map is not the territory. So what it means is that, you know, if you've got a map of London in a, you know, do you remember the old A to Z guides? If you've got a map of London, then that isn't a representation of London, because it's not London. Even a full-size cardboard cutout of London, the map does not represent the territory. The map isn't the territory. So even a full-size cardboard cutout isn't London, because it's not London. It's just a representation of London. And so the Apprentice isn't how business is run. It's just a particular presentation of how a business is run, and it's completely inaccurate. And it's inaccurate on a number of levels. One is because it's competition instead of collaboration. The other one is because it's about the editing. So you know, you only see certain bits that are viewed through the camera, like you're watching this now. You're just viewing it from your TV screen or your monitor or your mobile phone. So it's about a particular viewpoint, and that's all you're really getting. And then you're not even getting that, because then it goes off to be edited. Like, we don't edit any of this, by the way. It just goes straight out, mistakes and all, as you probably see. But we don't edit anything. But like, you can edit. You know, if we did edit this, by the way, we could make this say anything, frankly. You know, we could put all sorts of intimations in there. We could put pictures of Donald Trump, and then later on I could talk about someone not working well and creating conflict, and we put a picture of Donald Trump on that, and I might actually be referring to Sadiq Khan, let's say, and Uber, but actually because I put a picture of Donald Trump on, I can edit it to make it say whatever I want about who I want, if that makes sense. And so not only you're not getting the whole view because it's been filmed, but you're also not getting the whole view because not only is it being filmed through a particular lens and a particular viewpoint, the editor, you're also getting their viewpoint. This is one of the reasons why I don't watch the news, because the news is completely and utterly fake. Like the BBC, for example, are so anti-Labour, for example, and obviously pro-TV licence, whereas I personally think the TV licence should be banned because it's a tax on poor people. You've got no choice whether you have to pay it or not. You have to pay it. Even if you don't watch BBC and just watch Channel 4, you have to pay the BBC, which I just don't really understand. It should be, you know, for those people who love the BBC and absolutely want it, then you should be paying a subscription every month if that's what you want to do. It should be freedom of choice. But anyway, so the map is not the territory. So the Apprentice is not how businesses are run. And it's nice to see that some of the Apprentice candidates have actually gone off from there and created some very successful businesses. Is it Mark Wright? I think it is. He's just done, from Climb Online, he's done $1 million turnover, and he's on track to do $4 million in the next couple of years, I think it was. So that's excellent. I love seeing those people being successful. But actually, I didn't like him during the Apprentice, but I didn't like him probably because it was a particular perspective that was given to us. I don't know, right? I just didn't like the guy. So that's not to say that if I met him in real life I wouldn't like him. Maybe I would, who knows. But the perspective is given to us, as is all our viewpoint, through the lens. This is why when we do video, we try and get warts and all so that you can see how authentic it is, not this slick back, salesy type you know, hippie, hipsterish video that's really funky. Like, sometimes we like doing that stuff. But that's not our intention necessarily, to have every video like that. We want them just to be totally real. This is me. I've just had my tostada and my coffee like I do most mornings, sat at the beach, which is really cool. Let me show you the beach, by the way, because I think you'll quite like that. That's where we are. So the beach is just down here somewhere. There's the beach, which is pretty cool. There's a van there for the building that's to my right. Let's just pull you back around.
So, you know, we are totally transparent, but that's not what TV is about, and that's not what The Apprentice is about. It's not about being transparent and showing people how businesses run, which is also the reason why What's the Other on Dragon's Den, again, it's completely fake. The map is not the territory. That's not how you do funding. You don't go in with a 10-minute pitch and get asked questions, because you get confused between net and gross, by the way, which I do. I get confused between net and gross, and yet I've got some very successful businesses and a successful property, but I get really confused between those. I just do, right? And so does Richard Branson, by the way, who's dyslexic. But because he doesn't know the numbers, what, are you not investing? Well, do you mind if I just check my notes? No, you don't have to check your notes. Oh, because that's realistic, isn't it, in business? You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's not a reality. It's not realistic at all. So this is the key, is that it's not a program about business. You know, being nasty to the other people in your team is not how you should be running a business. It should be about collaboration. And The Apprentice is there. It's entertainment, and it's good entertainment. Let's face it. It's funny, isn't it? Watching people screwing up and making mistakes, and really obvious mistakes sometimes. It's really funny. So that's just one of those things, you know. But it's understanding that it's not a reality. Like, they call it a reality show, but it's not reality at all. It's reality because they are filming people in real time, right? It's like those peas, you know, you get frozen peas, fresh frozen peas. They're fresh when they're frozen 3 months ago, but they're fresh, like, off they were frozen when fresh. Anyway, but I just want you to understand that The Apprentice, the map is not the territory, and yeah, it's great entertainment and so on, but it's not how businesses are run or should be run in any shape or form. So yeah, I just wanted to share those thoughts about The Apprentice.